Hi there! In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can comfortably talk to your partner about your sexual needs. So, my name is Pasciucco. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I'm a certified sex therapist. I'm currently getting my PhD in clinical sexology. I own a group practice in Hartford, Connecticut, and I have helped many couples solve problems in their marriages, including those problems about the bedroom. As I discussed in my video about overcoming sexual anxiety, it is important to communicate to your partner what you like and don't like. This is an essential skill for any relationship to be maintained and be fulfilling for you and your partner. Make sure to stay tuned for a free excerpt from my book, Playtime. If you want to know more about having better relationships that lead to a better you, please hit subscribe and the bell to catch my new video every week. Facilitating communication between my clients is the core of my job, and I have seen relationships rekindled through my work. I work with the BDSM, the 50 Shades of Grey community, for those of you who have never heard of BDSM, and a huge part of that is being able to communicate clearly. And let's get started with these steps. Tip 1, remember that you know yourself best. Only you know you, and that's the same for your partner. You don't have the power of telepathy, and neither do they. You have a responsibility to yourself and your partner to communicate your needs directly. Be clear. None of these hints here and there expecting the other to catch on to what you want. From these expectations, resentment will rise, but it's 100% not your partner to blame. It is on you to express your needs and what you expect in the sexual relationship to your partner. Asking for something does not make it less valuable. Don't tell them, oh, you're just doing it because I asked you to. Do not discount their efforts in pleasing you. They want to do what you prefer because they love you and because they can only know what your body wants by asking you. You need to be able to listen, express, and take direction. Tip 2, communicate during and outside of sexual encounters. You need to communicate outside of sex so your partner has a rough idea of what you prefer. Whether it be new sex positions, toys to use, how long you prefer sex to last. Especially make sure to communicate what hurts you and what you're not comfortable doing. During sex, communication is important to fine-tune what you and your partner would like in the moment. If you have a penis, you can tell your partner how you prefer that they use their hands, mouth, and skin on it. If you have a vagina, you can tell your partner if they're not hitting the clitoris in the right spot, the pressure, and the position that you'd like them to be. However, tip 3, don't address chronic problems in the moment. Discuss your chronic problem outside the bedroom when you're both calm and in a position to listen without disturbances. If your relationship has been especially in rambles, start with small steps that can be easily righted. When you're lying around watching TV or cleaning up after dinner, just ask for 10 or 15 minutes to talk about something that's on your mind. Don't let them end the conversation without finding a time to discuss. Schedule this conversation kind of like a business meeting. What are some problems you've tried to talk to your partner about? Did it work out well? Tell me in the comments below. Tip 4, don't speak with inflammatory or blaming language. Speak about the situation objectively and gently. Talk about your feelings honestly without hurting the other. During a sexual encounter, if they are moving too fast, don't say, hey, stop, you're not letting me get in the mood yet. Don't do that. Instead, say, this is going to be a little too quick for me. Can you touch me slower and gentle so I can work myself up to reach your level? If you're irritated about not having sex in a while, don't say, we have a sexless marriage because you never have time for me. Please don't do that. Start with, hey, we haven't had sex in 4 months. Can we talk about this? That's a really good way to begin the conversation. Tip 5, learn to collaborate with one another. Of course, you can't expect your partner to adhere to everything you want. Remember, you both have to give to yourself prior to giving to the other. Relationships are a two-way street. Take your needs and your partner's needs into consideration and model loving them in the way they ask to be loved. Remember to take your partner's considerations to heart as they do yours. Take the 5 love languages quiz and find out what your love language is: acts of service, words of affirmation, gift giving, quality time, or physical touch. Remember that this new way of collaborating with one another is not about instant gratification. It is about building intimacy and connection. Give feedback on what is working for you and what isn't. So those were 5 of my tips to help you communicate better with your partner regarding your sexual needs. Remember, you are allowed to ask for things out of the relationship. No shame, no blame. If you want more information from our topic today, comment below with questions. If you like this video, click like. Subscribe for more videos and hit the bell. I release a video every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want the excerpt from my book, please click the link below and you will get it. See you then.